It has been half a year since I died in a car accident. As my wife, Su Ying, still thought I was making a fuss and was waiting for me to go back and apologize to her. Until one day she suddenly couldn't find a watch. The watch was given to her by her childhood sweetheart. Because it was broken, she asked me to take it to the watch shop for repair. She called me and questioned me. Qin Cheng, have you made enough trouble? If you can't live together anymore, you can get a divorce. Who are you showing this to? Where did you put the watch I asked you to take to me for repair? Did you hide it from me? After so many years, you still can't change your jealousy of Junzei. My sister's voice was on the other end of the phone. Congratulations, Su Ying, Qin Cheng is dead. He will never be jealous of Lin Junzei again. I died in a car accident. Su Ying and I had a quarrel that day just because I signed the first pot of gold in my life and wanted to celebrate with her, but she wanted to accompany Lin Junzei on his birthday. I didn't let her go, she said. I was making a fuss, saying that if she wanted to be with Lin Junzei for so many years, she would have been together a long time ago, and it was not my turn to marry her. I smashed things in the house angrily, venting all the resentment I had felt over the years. She couldn't stand it and slapped me. Qin Cheng, I've given you face all these years, right? At that moment, I suddenly gave up. I turned and left. Qin Cheng, if you walk out of this house today, don't come back, she threatened me from behind. As she wished, I really couldn't go back. When I was driving away, I encountered a serious car accident and died on the spot. My sister came to handle my funeral, but maybe she was too angry, so she didn't tell Su Ying about my death. After I died, my soul inexplicably followed Su Ying, maybe because of obsession. I watched her celebrate Lin Junzei's birthday that day, watched her prepare small gifts for Lin Junzei on every holiday in the past 6 months, and watched Lin Junzei call her. Even if it rained knives from the sky, she would rush to see him as soon as possible. Sometimes Lin Junzei would kindly ask me, is Qin Cheng not back yet? Is it because of me that you and your wife are not getting along? If so, I will call Qin Cheng to apologize. It has nothing to do with you. He is just stingy. Su Ying said coldly, don't bother with him. Let's see how long he can last. After 7 years of relationship, I didn't leave any trace for Su Ying after all. Maybe from the beginning I shouldn't have appeared in their world. With or without me, she would still live as usual. I would still be her burden and incontinence. Just when I thought Su Ying would live her life carefree until that day when Lin Junzei suddenly asked about the watch he gave Su Ying, she suddenly remembered me and called me impatiently. Qin Cheng, have you had enough of the trouble? If you can't live together anymore, you can get a divorce. Who did you put the watch I asked you to take to me for repair? Did you hide it from me? After so many years, you still can't change your jealousy towards Junzei. My sister answered the phone. There was no one on the other end for a long time. Maybe she was really angry and couldn't say a word for a while. Speak, is he dead? Su Ying asked fiercely. Dead. My sister finally said 2 words coldly. What nonsense are you talking about? Let Qin Cheng answer the phone. I said Qin Cheng is dead. My sister said word by word, congratulations, Su Ying, you will never be jealous of Lin Junzei again. At this moment, Su Ying's face showed some subtle emotional changes, and a trace of panic flashed in her eyes. The next moment, she said sarcastically, what is Qin Cheng doing again? Why does he think I will regret it if he dies? Tell him that either he will come back obediently or he will really die outside. He's dead, I said. Qin Cheng is dead. My sister suddenly collapsed, and she shouted at Su Ying, he doesn't need you to regret it because you are so heartless. Enough, Qin Wei, I don't want to talk nonsense with you, and I don't need you to interfere in the affairs between Qin Cheng and me. Give the phone to Qin Cheng. My sister hung up Su Ying's phone directly. I saw Su Ying blushing with anger. Over the years, she has never been defeated in my affairs, and I always compromised in the quarrels between. She suppressed her anger and called me again. Asked Qin Cheng, where is the watch I gave him before? He took it to help me repair it. I need it urgently. I don't know. My sister said coldly, I asked you to ask Qin Cheng, so you really deserve to be struck by lightning. My sister said with gritted teeth. She knew everything about Su Ying and me, so she knew how good I was to Su Ying. Su Ying's various behaviors at this moment made her hate her so much. In the end, you just missed the watch that Lin Junzi gave you. For you, a watch is more important than Qin Cheng's life, right? My sister seemed to have some sobs in her voice, saying that it was not worth it for me. Before Su Ying opened her mouth, my sister said angrily, Qin Cheng is really dead. Believe it or not, I will not answer your call again. You will dirty Qin Cheng's reincarnation path. Su Ying was hung up by my sister again. I saw only anger on her face, not a trace of worry because my sister said I was dead. Her mind is probably still full of where I hid the watch that Lin Junzi gave her. To her, the things that Lin Junzi gave her are, of course, more important than my life. I still remember that when I had a car accident, I used up my last bit of strength to call her, and she hung up without hesitation. At that time, her mind must have been full of how to celebrate Lin Junzi's birthday. It's really ridiculous. I began to doubt how I persisted all those years. But fortunately, I don't know if people really have no heart when they die, or if I have no feelings for Su Ying at all. No matter how ruthless Su Ying is now, I don't seem to feel heartache. I just floated in the air, looking at her indiferently, watching her gradually calm down from irritability. And then the whole person became very sluggish, motionless, standing there for a long time without any reaction. I don't know what she is thinking, and I don't have any expectations for her. Her phone rang suddenly. It was Lin Junzi calling. They had agreed to go out hiking together today. The moment Su Ying saw Lin Junzi calling, the expression on her face was obviously relieved, and a faint smile appeared at the corner of her mouth. I smiled too. Yes, there would be no disappointment without expectations. Junzi. Her voice was soft. In the past 6 months, I heard too many conversations between her and Lin Junzi. I seem to have almost forgotten how indifferent she was to me. Ying, are you going out? I have everything ready. I am driving to pick you up and will be there in 20 minutes. Lin Junzi said gently. Okay. Su Ying quickly agreed and did not forget to remind Doctor carefully on the road. After hanging up the phone, Su Ying hurried to the cloakroom. She looked for clothes in the closet for a long time, but it seemed that she didn't find the set she wanted. She walked out of the room and shouted downstairs, Mrs. Where is my Gucci sportswear? The maid, Mrs. Wu heard the voice and hurried upstairs. Madame, I have put all your clothes in the closet for you. Which one are you talking about? Su Ying said impatiently, brown with two stripes on both sides and many English logos on it. Mrs. Wu didn't quite understand. She went into the cloakroom to look for it for Su Ying. Madam, is it this one? No, Su Ying said happily, I just looked for it. It's not here. In fact, the clothes were at the bottom of the closet. She just didn't have the patience to look for it properly. She never wastes time on unimportant things or people, just like her attitude towards me before. Then I don't know. You are my family servant responsible for my daily life. You can't find my clothes, Su Ying said in a high voice. Su Ying's temper was obviously bigger than usual today. Was she so anxious to meet Lin Junzi? Mrs. Wu was a little embarrassed by what Su Ying said. After a while, she mustered up the courage to say, Your husband used to take care of your clothes. He said that you are particular about clothes and he is afraid that I can't do it well. You might as well ask your husband directly. No, need to ask him. What's the point of asking him? Su Ying refused and said fiercely he'd better not come back for the rest of his life. So in Su Ying's mind, my death was just a trick I was playing. She didn't believe that I was really dead. She thought I was still waiting for her to coax me in this way. Su Ying was furious and found a set of sportswear and went out quickly. She got into Lin Junzi's car and went to the suburbs together. They climbed the mountain together, talking and laughing all the way. Whether I died or not had no effect on her at all. Halfway up the mountain, Lin Junzi suddenly turned around and looked at Su Ying. Ying, what's wrong with you today? Why are you walking so slowly? Are you feeling unwell? Su Ying paused and looked up at him. Why don't you take a rest? We are not in a hurry. Lin Junzi said considerately. Yeah? Su Ying naturally took out a napkin and wiped the steps carefully before letting Lin Junzi sit on them. She stood on the railing on one side, looking at the scenery halfway up the mountain. Hey, Ying, what's wrong with you today? Why do I feel like you seem to be worried? You can tell me anything, and I'll help you share it. Nothing. Su Ying responded. Maybe you've been under a lot of pressure at work recently. I know you're under a lot of pressure at work, so I want to take you out for a walk and relax. Lin Junzai said quickly with a face full of expectation, as if waiting for Su Ying to praise him. Su Ying unexpectedly remained silent. Lin Junzai's face was slightly unhappy, but he quickly concealed it. After a short rest, Su Ying urged, "It's getting late, let's go." "I'll carry you." Lin Junzai volunteered and said seemingly unintentionally, "I exercise regularly, so I still have some strength." Qin Cheng is so thin he shouldn't have much strength, right? As he said that, he deliberately lifted up his white shirt, revealing his solid 8-pack UBS. "I am indeed much thinner than Lin Junzai, and I have no muscles, but I used to love sports and was very strong. Later, in order to help Su Ying with social activities, I kept drinking, took care of her health, and was busy with work. I had no time to exercise, and my body became thinner and thinner under the hard work day and night. But Su Ying didn't see my efforts at all, and even disliked my fragility." "Why did you mention him?" Su Ying's face suddenly changed. Lin Junzai was stunned. It should be that Su Ying had never spoken to him so loudly. "I'm sorry." Lin Junzai apologized quickly. "I didn't know. Did you quarrel again?" "No." Su Ying perfunctorily said, "I really can't walk anymore. Let's go down the mountain." "But this is only half. It just so happens that I have work to deal with in the afternoon, so go back early." Su Ying left a word and left first. I saw that Lin Junzai's face was very bad, and he gritted his teeth and kept up with Su Ying's pace. After going down the mountain, Lin Junzai drove the car and took the initiative to say, Ying, let's have lunch together. I'm in a hurry to go back to work, so I won't eat with you. I don't enjoy eating alone." Lin Junzai tried his best to persuade. "Would you like to eat with me? I promise to send you to the company after eating and never delay your work." Su Ying couldn't refuse Lin Junzai after all, and agreed. Lin Junzai showed a triumphant smile. It must be admitted that Lin Junzai does have the capital to be proud in front of Su Ying. The car arrived at Lin Junzai's favorite restaurant. When Su Ying got out of the car, she rubbed her stomach. Lin Junzai seemed to have noticed it and hurriedly asked with concern, "What's wrong? Does your stomach hurt?" Su Ying nodded, then opened her bag and took out the medicine box inside. When she opened it, she found that the stomach medicine was gone. Su Ying has a habit of smashing. A few years ago, her family suffered some changes and almost went bankrupt. In order to make a comeback, she worked almost day and night, forgetting to eat and sleep. Over time, she suffered from stomach problems. After I got together with her, I often cooked porridge and sent her meals. Her stomach was much better because of me, but she could not resist the occasional social event and her stomach disease recurred. In order to prevent her from suffering from stomach pain, I would prepare stomach medicine for her in advance and put it in my bag. I would check her stomach medicine frequently and replenish it as soon as possible if it was gone. Su Ying should not have finished her stomach medicine so quickly. Thinking carefully, I was away for the past 6 months and no one to her to eat, let alone send her meals. She often did not eat on time, and it was her fault that her stomach disease frequently recurred. "Let me rub it for you." Lin Junzai took the initiative to approach Su Ying and put his hand on her stomach. "It will be fine after rubbing it." Su Ying was stunned for a moment, and then pushed Lin Junzai away. "No, she should be hungry." "It will be fine after eating." "Then let's go to eat," Lin Junzai said with a smile as if nothing had happened. Su Ying pursed her lips and the two got out of the car together. Sitting at the dining table, Lin Junzai kept ordering food with the waiter and occasionally asked Su Ying a few questions. Su Ying's face turned pale due to stomachache, but she never showed her weakness in front of Lin Junzai. She couldn't bear to let Lin Junzai worry about her, so she endured everything by herself. I looked at her like this and inexplicably felt a little happy. It would be best if she died of pain. After Lin Junzai ordered the dishes, he didn't notice that Su Ying's face was wrong. He was still talking and laughing with her. Su Ying, I ordered your favorite boiled pork slices. You should eat more later. I saw that Su Ying's face had changed a little after all. How could someone with stomachache eat such spicy food? Lin Zhenze really didn't pay any attention to Su Ying's body. I used to love spicy food, but in order to help Su Ying nourish her stomach, I forced myself to eat a light diet for a whole year. I suddenly seemed to understand that only those who are favored can be fearless, and I have been doing nothing but being a masochist all these years. The food was served, and Su Ying didn't eat much. Lin Zhenze was still a little puzzled. Hey Ying, don't you like the dishes I ordered for you? Why do you eat so little? I have a bad stomach and can't eat spicy food. Su Ying said bluntly. I don't know. What should I do? Sorry, Ying, sorry. Lin Zhenze apologized quickly, and he looked extremely self-blaming. What Su Ying couldn't stand the most was Lin Zhenze's sadness. You know, if there was a thunder and lightning, and Lin Zhenze said he was drunk outside and couldn't go home, Su Ying would drive to pick him up in the rain at night and send him back. At this moment, I'm afraid my stomach would be in pain, and I would eat the boiled pork slices ordered by Lin Zhenze to comfort her. But in the end, Su Ying just said lightly, it's nothing. I don't have an appetite for anything now. You eat slowly. I'm going back to the company first. Before Lin Zhenze could react, Su Ying had already left. She was sitting in a taxi and suddenly found the empty medicine box in her bag. The next moment, she threw the medicine box out of the car window, probably because she thought that out of sight, out of mind. She didn't go back to the company, but went straight home. Madame, have you had lunch? Mrs. Wu came forward to greet her. No, Su Ying said with a gloomy face. How can I not eat? My husband said you have stomach problems. If you don't eat, you will have stomachache. Mrs. Wu said with concern, let me make some porridge for you. It's good to eat some porridge if you have no appetite. Su Ying paused, but finally did not refuse. Half an hour later, Mrs. Wu brought the cooked porridge to Su Ying. During this time, Su Ying had been sitting on the sofa watching TV, but she kept pressing the remote control and looked very absent. Madam, be careful of the heat. Su Ying responded, then picked up the spoon and took a slow bite. Madame, how does it taste, Mrs.? Su Ying swallowed the porridge and said inferently, it tastes very similar to the porridge cooked by Qin Chen. My husband taught me. Mrs. Wu said quickly, my husband said that if he was not home for something, he would let me cook porridge for his wife, so he taught me how to make it. My husband said that my wife has a bad stomach, so it must be cooked thicker and softer. My husband also said that my wife is picky and doesn't like to eat green vegetables, but likes broccoli, so every time he cooks vegetable porridge, he uses broccoli instead. My husband is really attentive to my wife and always remembers every one of her preferences. Mrs. Wu said a lot, and I couldn't listen anymore. It's not that Mrs. Wu lied, it's because they are all true that makes me feel ashamed. Being good to Su Ying is the thing I regret most in my life. Madam, please let Mr. come back. Mr. is really the person who loves you the most and treats you the best in this world. Mrs. Wu couldn't help but say. Su Ying seemed to pause. I thought she would refuse as before, but she remained silent at that moment. After eating the porridge, Su Ying returned to the room and lay on the bed. Judging from her face, her stomach should have been relieved a lot. As its phone message sound kept ringing. It was sent by Lin Zhenze. I'm sorry, Ying. It's my fault. I didn't notice your physical condition. Are you feeling better now? Do you want to go to the hospital? I'll go with you. Ying, I didn't know you had stomach problems. You didn't have it before. I always thought Qin Cheng would take good care of you. Ying, are you angry? Why don't you reply to my message? After reading the message, Su Ying suddenly got up from the bed and quickly left the room. I looked at her anxious look and couldn't help laughing. How could I have deceived myself into thinking that Su Ying was just caring for Lin Zhenze as a friend? Because Lin Zhenze didn't have many friends and his parents were indifferent to him. Su Ying just overflowed her sympathy. Now it seems that I'm really a joke. I watched her drive like crazy to find Lin Zhenze. How could she make that person sad if she liked him? I had thought about how Su Ying would comfort Lin Junze when she saw him. Maybe when the emotions were in place, the two of them would really be together. In the past 6 months, they really didn't have anything substantial to do. They were probably afraid that cheating in marriage would have a bad impact on each other's reputation, so they held on to the bottom line. I watched Su Ying park the car, rush into the elevator, and press the floor. She walked to the front door and pressed the doorbell anxiously. The door opened, and I was startled because the person who opened the door was my sister Qin Wei. It was also at this moment that I noticed that this was not Lin Jun's home, but my sister's home. The moment my sister saw Su Ying, she closed the door without saying a word. Su Ying was quick-witted and pulled the door, but her hand was caught by my sister's door. Su Ying endured the severe pain, and my sister also endured it, and asked coldly, "What are you doing here? You are not welcome here." "I came to find Qin Shen." Su Ying's voice was a little hoarse because of the pain. "Isn't it clear what I said on the other end of the phone? Qin Shen is dead. If you really want to find him, go and die, and you can see him after you die." My sister said viciously. "Enough, Qin Wei. It's not your turn to interfere in the affairs between us husband and wife." Su Ying was embarrassed by my sister's scolding, but still didn't believe that I was dead. "Then why did you come to me? Get out." "You still have the nerve to talk about husband and wife. Have you fulfilled your responsibilities as a wife?" My sister scolded, "Get out of here, go." "I hate you." Su Ying is not a person who is very good at talking. When we quarreled before, I suffered from her old violence. At this moment, being insulted by my sister, even if I was extremely angry, I just kept my anger. "If you don't leave, I will call the police." My sister threatened. I was wrong. Su Ying suddenly spoke. I was shocked, and my sister was also shocked. In all these years, when did Su Ying feel that she had missed me? Even when she was forced to self-harm, she thought I was being unreasonable. "Let me seek in Cheng, and I will have a good talk with him," Su Ying said calmly. My sister hesitated for a moment, and I could see that she didn't want to care about Su Ying at all, but in the end she suddenly agreed. "Wait for me for a while." "Okay." My sister turned back to the room and changed into clothes for going out. "Is Qin Shen not in there?" Su Ying asked my sister. My sister didn't answer her and walked straight into the elevator. Su Ying still followed my sister. My sister parked the car in the suburbs, and Su Ying got out of the car angrily and asked my sister, "Why did you bring me here, even if I did not do enough for Qin Shen? I didn't let you play tricks on me like this." My sister hardly said a word. She turned and walked directly into a small path. "I know this is where my sister buried me, and my parents are also here." I saw Su Ying followed my sister angrily. I thought that with her personality, she would turn around and leave. My sister stopped in front of the grave. Fortunately, Su Ying took time out of her busy schedule to accompany me to pay tribute to my parents during the Chinese New Year, so she should remember this place. "Why did you bring me to your parents' grave?" Su Ying didn't finish her words because she saw my tombstone. My name was written on the tombstone, and there was a black and white photo of me when I was alive. She seemed to be petrified suddenly, staring at my tombstone tightly, as if she didn't believe what she saw. She was confirming again and again whether it was my name on the tombstone and whether I was really dead. I saw that her eyes seemed to turn red suddenly, and the sudden redness was a little scary. I am very indifferent, and my sister is also very indifferent. Crocodile tears are never worthy of sympathy. "I don't believe it," Su Ying suddenly said with certainty, "Didn't he? You deliberately used this method to retaliate against me, didn't you? How could a good person I just like that? Who would curse himself like this?" So, what curse himself like this? So what kind of person is Qin Shen, don't you know? He has been afraid of causing trouble to others since he was a child. Could he play a prank? What's more, even if he died, he couldn't take revenge on you, right? But why did he die? Su Ying still didn't believe it. "Why?" my sister sneered, probably thinking of the tragic scene when I died. Tears flowed uncontrollably. "Half a year ago, weren't you going to celebrate Lin Jun's birthday? Qin Shen had a car accident when he went out that day." "No, no." Su Ying shook her head. Her emotions were relaxing a little bit. "I didn't receive the news. I didn't receive the news that he had a car accident," Su Ying said loudly. Because he called you and you didn't answer. My sister was also angry. Finally, he called me. He said he was going to die, asked me not to be sad, asked me not to disturb you. My sister covered her face. The painful memories made her cry. Su Ying became dazed. She looked at my grave in my sister's collapse. I saw her body shaking uncontrollably. Was it fear of the dead, or was she a little sad because of my death? Qin Sheng was still thinking about you until the moment he died. He was afraid that it would affect your life, but what about you? What are you doing, singing happy birthday to Lin Junzhe? My sister cried and said, he really didn't deserve it from me very much. In fact, I'm not that great. Maybe before I did sacrifice a lot for Su Ying without regrets, but the last call I made to my sister was not because I was afraid of affecting her, but because I really didn't want to have anything to do with her anymore. With a clang, I saw Su Ying kneeling straight in front of my tombstone, and the hard floor made a loud noise. My sister looked up at Su Ying and saw her grief-stricken appearance, but there was only sarcasm in her eyes. Who are you doing this for? People are dead, and Qin Sheng can't see it. I can see it. I just didn't feel anything at all. I still find Su Ying's current appearance annoying. I always feel that I can't reincarnate because she has always been dirty in my way. Suddenly, Su Ying got out to my grave frantically with a series of violent noises, and her head was broken and bleeding. My sister looked at her coldly, and I was also a little reluctant. She could die if she wanted, but she should die far away and not disturb my peace. My sister didn't pull her away, and I, a soul, couldn't do anything. I don't know how long it took, but Su Ying suddenly stopped. The moment she stopped, her body shrank into a ball, and then there was a suppressed cry. Do you know that your head hurts now? You deserve it. You deserve it. So I wanted to follow Qin Sheng's will and never bother you again. But since you want to atone for your sins, I will tell you the truth. My sister took out my mobile phone. This is Qin Sheng's mobile phone memo, which records every bit between you and what your favorite childhood friend did to Qin Sheng. Su Ying turned her head and looked at my sister, wouldn't lie, with bloodshot eyes, which I had never seen before. I twisted my body and floated in front of my sister. I wanted to stop my sister's action. I didn't want to give my phone to Su Ying, not because I was afraid that she didn't feel guilty enough or because I didn't care about her regret. To me, this person was as good as dead. Oh no, it was me who died, but everything she did to me now didn't matter to me. I saw Su Ying took the phone with trembling hands and then held it tightly in her hand so hard that her nails dug into her skin. The password is your birthday. My sister said again. Su Ying was stunned, and the next moment she shook more violently, and the redness under her eyes became more and more obvious. My sister got up and left. To my sister, she had done her best for Su Ying, and she was able to do this probably because she knew too well how much I loved Su Ying, and she didn't want my love to be so silent. In the desolate mountains, the wind was strong, and my soul was blown to pieces and trembling. Su Ying knelt in front of my grave for a long, long time. She finally picked up my phone and pressed the password, her birthday. The screen opened, and on the desktop was a wedding photo of us. Su Ying bit her lips tightly, tears kept falling. Slowly, she opened my memo. I have the habit of writing a diary. I used to write it in a notebook, but later, with the advancement of technology, I wrote it on my mobile phone. I have used this mobile phone for 5 years. I am a nostalgic person since I was a child. Otherwise, I would not have loved Su Ying so much for so many years. 2018, I bought a new mobile phone and spent a lot of money to have the same model as Su Ying. Today is a wonderful day. 2018, Su's company is going bankrupt and everyone is leaving. I won't leave. I will stay by her side for the rest of my life, as long as she doesn't push me away. She won't push me away, right? I really want to confess to her. 2018, Su Ying praised the porridge I cooked today. I am so happy. It's worth it that I finally succeeded after failing many times. 2018, the wine is so uncomfortable, but when I think that if I drink more Su Ying and drink less, I don't feel uncomfortable. On a certain day of a certain month in 2018, the company was short of 1.5 million yuan in funds. I accompanied Su Ying to many banks, but none of them would lend money. Seeing Su Ying's anxious look, I couldn't help but finally ask my sister to take away the inheritance left by my parents. That was what my parents left for me and my sister with their lives. I know it means a lot, but my sister is the best person to me in the world, and she still gave me the money. I promise that when I become rich in the future, I will definitely treat my sister better. On a certain day of a certain month in 2019, Su Ying finally won the project, and the Su group finally got back on track. Su Ying took me to celebrate, and we drank a lot of wine. She said she was very grateful that I'd always been by her side and that I was very grateful for my efforts for her. We are together, and I feel that I am the happiest man in the world. On a certain day of a certain month in 2019, I met Su Ying's childhood sweetheart Lin Junzi today. He is really handsome, gentle, and has fair skin. What should I do? I seem to be a little jealous of him. I think Su Ying is a little too good to him. On a certain day, in a certain month in 2019, Su Ying suddenly mentioned marriage to me, and I was actually a little flattered. She said her parents urged her to get married, and we've been dating for a year. I thought about it and agreed without much consideration. Anyway, I have never thought of marrying anyone else except her in this life. On a certain day in a certain month in 2020, on the wedding night, Su Ying went to Lin Junzi's place. She said that Lin Junzi was drunk and couldn't find the way home. She said that she would come back after sending Lin Junzi, but she didn't come back all night. I also received a WeChat photo sent to me by Lin Junzi. He said, "I'll borrow your wife for one night and return it to you tomorrow." His tone was clearly boastful. On a certain day, in a certain month in 2020, Su Ying spent more and more time with Lin Junzi. She would go to whatever Lin Junzi said on the phone. I complained to her and she said I thought too much. She said that she and Lin Junzi would be together a long time ago, and it was impossible for them to wait until now. Although I was very angry, I really believed it. I believed that she would not betray me. A certain day in a certain month in 2021, I thought I could always tolerate Su Ying, and I could also deceive myself. Every time Su Ying left, I comforted myself by saying that she was just going to meet ordinary friends, and everyone has a social circle. But Lin Junzi sent me photos of him and Su Ying again and again, and he said, "Qinshang, don't mind. Su Ying and I have been like this since we were young. There is nothing between us." What exactly is this kind of self-confession provocation? A certain day in a certain month in 2021, Su Ying is pregnant. When I learned the news, I was really happy. But Su Ying told me that she didn't want a child for the time being. She said that the company is now in a rising period and she can't stop. I am really sad. I really want a crystallization of our love, but I will only respect Su Ying's choice. A certain day in a certain month in 2021, I don't want to write anymore. My original intention of writing a diary was to record happy things, but now it seems to be all negative emotions. I can't stand the things between Su Ying and Lin Junzi more and more. I don't know how long I can bear it. I can't hold it anymore. By the way, I started my own business, so I'll work hard. 2022, after a whole year, my own company finally got its first order, which was quite expensive. I'm really happy, and it's worth my hard work day and night. Now I'm finally catching up with Su Ying. I really don't want Su Ying to be joked about having a gigolo, but does Su Ying care? She always laughs it off when her friends tease her because it's not important, so she won't get angry, right? But I still want to celebrate with her, just like when I was with her to work hard for her career. She would share her joy with me when she finally succeeded. I really want to go back to the time when we were together. I really want her to see that I've really worked hard to love her. My memo ended that day, after all. I died after that day. I watched Su Ying's big tears fall on the screen of my mobile phone. Was it regret? But what's the use? I really didn't feel anything. I'm sorry. Su Ying suddenly spoke. Her voice was very hoarse. Get lost. I tried my best but couldn't shout. I really wanted to tell her, don't be hypocritical. Not only do I have no feelings for you, I have never thought of forgiving you. I didn't know that you succeeded in your business that day. If I knew that day, Su Ying continued, probably because she didn't know whether she would go to see Lin Zhenze, even if she encountered a big problem from me after all. Lin Zhenze was so important. Su Ying covered her chest in pain, probably because her stomachic came back again. She shrank her body and fell in front of my grave. The sky gradually darkened and Su Ying's phone suddenly rang. She moved her body, and if she didn't move, I would have thought she was dead. She took out her mobile phone. It was Lin Zhenze calling. She answered. Hello, Ah Ying, where are you? I have a cold and a fever, and I have no strength in my body. Can you come to my house? Lin Zhenze's extremely weak voice came from the other side. Okay, Su Ying agreed immediately. I really laughed again in the breeze of the evening, laughing so hard that the flowers and branches shook. Is this her confession? It's really touching. I watched Su Ying stand up from the ground. Her stomach didn't seem to hurt anymore, and she was calm. She drove directly to Lin Zhenze's house. The door opened, and Lin Zhenze appeared in front of her with a weak face. Ai Ying, you are finally here. I feel like I am going to die. He leaned against Su Ying deliberately. Su Ying avoided him. You were fine this morning. I didn't notice you were sick. Maybe you caught a cold suddenly. Lin Zhenze said deliberately, I also heard that sometimes a bad mood can affect the body and cause symptoms of a cold. I just want to tell Su Ying that he is in a bad mood today, and he wants her to accompany him. Come here, I'll make porridge for you. Don't you have a semachique? I heard that porridge can nourish the stomach. Lin Zhenze said flattering lie. Su Ying was pulled by Lin Zhenze to sit on the dining table of his house, and then a bowl of porridge was served. Try what I made myself. Lin Zhenze looked expectant. His eyes suddenly paused. Ying, what's wrong with your forehead? Why is it swollen and bleeding? Did you find it now? Su Ying asked sarcastically. The light was dim just now. What happened to you? Lin Zhenze asked anxiously. Nothing. She picked up the bowl of porridge in front of her and took a bite. After eating it, there was no emotional fluctuation on her face, and it was impossible to tell how the porridge tasted. Is it delicious? Lin Zhenze asked expectantly. Have you tasted it? Su Ying asked him. No, I just want to give it to you. Really? Su Ying put down her bowl and chopsticks with another sarcastic smile on her lips. Is it not delicious? Lin Zhenze seemed to have noticed that Su Ying was acting strange today and hurriedly took a bite himself. He almost vomited it out as soon as he ate it. He said with a bitter face, I'm so stupid I put Alt instead of MG. I can't even cook, but I want to surprise you. I'm so clumsy. Who can cook right after birth? Su Ying asked Lin Zhenze as if asking herself, Are you angry? The porridge Kincheng cooks is always just right. Su Ying said, muttering to herself, You should taste it again and again before giving it to me. Lin Zhenze listened to Su Ying talking about me, and his face was obviously not good. Ying, what's wrong with you today? I feel like you seem weird. You never compared me with Qin Sheng before. You know that I have never suffered since I was a child. How can I be the same as Qin Sheng? He has no parents, and I am sick today, and I am still cooking porridge for you. Aren't you touched at all? Yes, Qin Sheng has no parents, but I have never treated him well. He made porridge for me so many times, but I never thanked him once. Ying, what's wrong with you? Did you quarrel with Qin Sheng today? Did Qin Sheng threaten you? Lin Zhenze said angrily. Do you like me? Su Ying suddenly asked him. Lin Zhenze was stunned and a little surprised. He didn't expect Su Ying to ask him this suddenly. I have been with Su Ying for half a year, and I really haven't heard Su Ying take the initiative to mention the so-called relationship between. Now that I am dead, have you finally decided to take that step without any worries? I looked at Lin Zhenze and he was a little excited. He said, Ying, for so many years, I thought you knew my feelings for you. So you like me? Su Ying confirmed. I like you. I have always liked you. Otherwise, I wouldn't care about you so much in everything. So you like me? Su Ying confirmed. I like you. I have always liked you. Otherwise, I wouldn't care about you so much. When I heard that you had a stomachique, I learned to make porridge for you, even though it was not good. If I didn't like you, I wouldn't sell my card house to help you. Because I like you, I will do everything I can to destroy your relationship with Qin Cheng. Lin Junzai showed his cards, probably knowing that he couldn't lie anymore. What? Su Ying's pupils shrank suddenly. I just went abroad for 2 years and you are with Qin Cheng. It's obvious that we are a couple and he doesn't deserve you at all. Lin Junzai's eyes were red. You are the one who doesn't deserve me, Su Ying said fiercely. Why did you go abroad during the 2 most difficult years for me? Are you afraid that I will implicate you? Lin Junzai couldn't find an excuse to refute. You really deserve to die. The hatred in Su Ying's eyes became stronger. She pulled out a shiny long dagger from her bag and pointed it at Lin Junzai's chest. Don't mess around, Su Ying. You must pay for your life. I will call the police. I will call the police right away. Lin Zhenzai's face turned pale, his body shrank back. His hands frantically touched the things on the dining table, grabbed the bowl of porridge that Su Ying had just eaten, and smashed it on Su Ying's head without hesitation. Su Ying's head was bleeding profusely, and he staggered back half a step. Lin Zhenzai took the opportunity to get up and escape to the door, but Su Ying grabbed the back of his collar and stabbed him in the back with a dagger. Ah! Lin Junzai screamed in pain and fell to the ground, his shirt soaked with blood. He trembled and reached for his phone, but Su Ying stepped on his wrist and twisted the dagger half a circle again. The 1.5 million relief money that I gave me back then was given by Qin Cheng. Su Ying gritted her teeth. You lied to me for 5 years. How can I forgive you? Lin Junzai's face turned gray in an instant, and a gurgling sound came out of his throat, not knowing whether it was pain or fear. Su Ying suddenly let go of her hand, and the dagger was pulled out from his back, and blood splattered on the floor. She stared at her bloody hand and suddenly laughed. The laughter became louder and louder, mixed with crying like a broken bellows. Qin Cheng is dead, killed by you and by me. She murmured to herself, we all deserve to go to hell. Lin Junzai took the opportunity to roll and crawl to the door, opened the door and shouted for help. Su Ying did not stop him, but just sat there, looking at her hands, which were once held by Qin Cheng to cook porridge and kissed by Qin Cheng, saying Ying's hands are most suitable for wearing rings, but now stained with blood and lies. When the sirens came from far away, Su Ying finally shed tears. She took out her mobile phone and sent a message to my sister. I'm sorry, I finally know how much pain he is in. Su Ying was arrested for intentional injury and detained in the detention center. Her parents came to seek bail, but she refused. Lin Junzai came to see her halfway with bandages on his hands and back, and his face was pale. Su Ying, Qin Cheng is dead, and you made us become like this for him. Is it worth it? The most unworthy thing for me is I didn't kill you to be buried with him. Su Ying stared at him with hatred chilled by ice in her eyes. Qin Cheng is such an ordinary man. He doesn't deserve you at all. I don't deserve him. Su Ying interrupted him. I tarnished his love for me. The thing I regret most in this life is that you hurt him. Lin Junzai laughed angrily. I came here to have a good talk with you today, and then withdraw the lawsuit against you. Since you are so unrepentant, just eat your prison food. Anyway, for me, besides you, I care more about your money. Yes, you are right. Su Ying suddenly laughed. I didn't give you money, I lied to you. Qin Cheng did good things without leaving a name. He deserved to be credited. You are also right. I was just provoking the relationship between you and Qin Cheng. I just sent our ambiguous photos to Qin Cheng from time to time. I thought Qin Cheng would ask for divorce in just a year or two, but that man actually tolerated you for more than 2 years. That's enough. Su Ying suddenly became furious and the prison guard held her tightly. Lin Junzai stopped talking nonsense with Su Ying. He turned around and left without mercy. Su Ying looked at his back and suddenly felt it was ridiculous. The white moonlight she once thought of was just a termite, gnawing at her marriage and devouring Qin Cheng's sincerity. Later, Su Ying was sentenced to 3 years in prison for intentional injury. On the day I went to prison, my soul could suddenly leave her side. I began to wander around and went to see my sister. She finally found a good home, got married, got pregnant, and gradually walked out of the shadow of my death. 3 years later, my soul is still wandering, but it's becoming more and more powerless. That day, I saw a person coming out of prison, Su Ying. She had short hair, a skinny body, and empty eyes. She went straight to my grave, squatted in front of the tombstone, and gently stroked my photo with her fingers. Qin Sheng, I'm sorry. I regret it. I really regret it. Her voice was hoarse and broken, and like you, I always have. Lin Zhen Zai Andai. I admit that I had feelings for him before, but after I met you, I only loved you. I really saw your years of companionship. I only have gratitude left for Lin Zhenze. I thought he would do anything to help me, so I wanted to be nice to him as much as possible to make up for my guilt towards him. I always thought that since I was married to you, I was yours and I didn't need to owe you anything. I even took it for granted to enjoy your kindness to me. After I got used to your unconditional dedication, I forgot that you also have feelings, and you would be sad because of my neglect of you. She curled up in a ball while crying, her hands tightly covering her heart, as if there was a huge hole there that could never be filled. After a long, long time, she laughed at herself. What's the point of me saying this now? You're dead. You're already dead. I'll never see you again. Qin Zhang, I miss you so much. I really miss you so much. When she left, she whispered, I'll be with you soon. I followed her inexplicably, watching her Dr. Herkar to the street without making any movement all night. Until dawn, she suddenly stepped on the accelerator and rushed out. With a clang, Lin Zhen's body was knocked away, and blood splashed on her windshield like a gorgeous flower. Herkar hit the railing hard, and the front of the car was deformed, but she smiled and whispered, Qin Cheng, I'm here to atone for my sins. I was a ghost, but I was also scared by the bloody scene, and I subconsciously drifted away. The moment I left, I heard someone calling my name, Qin Cheng, Qin Cheng. Is that you? You've always been by my side, right? My consciousness gradually became chaotic, and my soul became more and more scattered. I knew I was going to disappear completely. At my last glance, I saw the hospital delivery room. The cry of a newborn baby resounded throughout the entire floor. The nurse came out holding the baby. Congratulations, it's a boy, and he looks so much like his father. Extra chapter, I hit and killed Lin Zhenze. He and I should go to Tincheng to atone for our sins. It turns out that death from a car accident is so painful. After Qin Cheng had a car accident, how much pain did he have to endure to call me? But I ruthlessly refused. Finally, I died, and I deserved to die. My soul left my body, and suddenly I saw Qin Cheng. Was it him? I couldn't be wrong. For the past 3 years, I have dreamed of his shadow day and night. Don't go, Qin Cheng, don't go. I chased his figure in panic, but he floated faster and faster and became more and more transparent. No, please don't leave me. I rushed over, but only grabbed a ball of nothingness. Qin Cheng disappeared in front of me without even a shadow left. I looked for him like crazy, searching all the streets and alleys, shouting until my voice was hoarse. Later, I saw a little boy who looked like Qin Cheng. He was holding his parents' hands and smiling brightly. His mother held him and pointed at me and asked, Baby, why does that auntie keep crying? The little boy tilted his head to look at me. His eyes looked very much like Qin Cheng. Mom, she seems very sad. Let's give her a candy. I shook my head with tears in my eyes and watched them walk away. It turned out that Qin Cheng was reborn. This time he had parents who loved him and a happy life. And I could only be a bystander watching him grow up, fall in love, get married, and have children. I watched him hug and kiss his wife, watched him put on a coat for his wife, watched him nervously wait outside the delivery room, and cried as he held his newborn baby. I know that this time he will never meet me again and will never fall in love with a woman named Su Ying again. My soul was drifting away bit by bit. In the last bit of consciousness, I said softly in his direction, I'm sorry, thank you, goodbye. I suddenly opened my eyes, and in front of me were my elderly parents. My mother burst into tears. Ying, you finally woke up. You have been sleeping for 25 years. It turned out that I was not dead, but just a vegetable. I asked trembling Lai, where is Qin Cheng? My mother was stunned. Who? I struggled to sit up and saw a young couple pushing a baby stroller through the window of the ward. The man was wearing a light gray sweater, which was exactly the one Qin Cheng loved the most in my memory. He was teasing the child in his arms, and his wife smiled and patted his shoulders. The sun fell on them and broke into a piece of warmth. Nothing. I touched my heart and there was no pain there, only a clear and empty space. Later, I met them in the hospital corridor. The man looked up, his eyes met mine, and a trace of doubt flashed in his eyes. I looked at him as if I was looking at a stranger, but also as if I was looking at an old friend. Do you know him? His wife asked. He shook his head. I don't know him. Let's go home and feed the baby. Okay, I listen to you, you jealous guy. Their laughter gradually faded away, and I stood there, letting the sunlight stretch my shadow very long. My phone vibrated in my pocket, and I took it out and saw that it was a message from Lin Junze. I heard that you woke up. It seems that retribution is just this. I deleted the message and blocked him. The magnolia flowers outside the window bloomed. I smelled the fragrance of the flowers and suddenly smiled. This time I want to live well and live for myself. Qian Cheng, I wish you a smooth life, and I have finally learned to let go.